everyone, today I'll be showing you guys the holiday collection that I've created. I made 5 notebooks, notebook style journals, which are single signature, and I made 2 journals that have 5 signatures each. So I'll go ahead and start with the single signature notebooks. I have 2 that are the same size or about, and then 2 smaller size ones and a teeny one. I will start with the smallest one and go from there. So this one measures about 4 inches by 5, and it has a few little beads here that dangle, including a little jingle bell. And this is what the inside looks like. I was going to cover this, but I left it up to the person that gets it to decide whether they want to cover it completely or if they want to put a tag here, or you can put a pocket and fill it from this side, anything. And I use a variety of papers, including some papers from Daphne's Diary. This one is a vintage paper from a magazine from the 70s, and it has a Christmas song on it. Some scrapbooking paper. These are vintage papers here. A little postcard with an envelope, or a pocket, I mean. And I have the details below with the listings and also how many pages each one has. Okay, the next 2 that I have are these, and this size is 4.5 by 6.5. This one has a peekaboo here, so you can either cover it with something else that you rather peek through rather than this, or you can leave it as it is. You can also create a pocket and change them out as you would like. And again, I have some of that vintage or 1970s or so paper. I have some Claire Therese papers here from Christmas, vintage papers, scrapbooking papers. And these are all pretty evenly made, so they don't have much variation in the inside. So it's just mostly the covers. This one again has a little jingle bell. And I like this one because this looks like a little scarf and it's so cute. So they do have something different, each one. Like this one has the tight closure. This one, if you saw, it had the lace on the spine and the 3 ribbons. The back is plain, I meant to mention that. And then this one has the little detail here and here. This one I made the pocket. I made the window an actual pocket. So here you can actually remove and either leave this, or it also looks pretty with that scrapbook paper, or you can put your own image. But this one will come with the journal. And here I have some Claire Therese papers, vintage music paper, scrapbook paper, some more vintage papers from a Christmas program. I have these 2 that are the biggest ones of the notebook style journals, and this is 5 inches by about 7.5. This window here is not a peekaboo, it is sewn in there. And it also has these little fabric details and again some beads. And here we have the same kind of papers, just a variety of vintage scrapbook. This page here is from a vintage magazine, and it was about Christmases in different countries, and this was Christmas in Russia, and then this is Christmas in Greece. And I thought the red from here with this yellow looked really cool. And all the music papers are actual Christmas songs, so staying on the theme. This one is a little bit different from the others because it's the only one that has a pocket in the front, so you can put anything you'd like here or just leave it like this. And again, it has that same mix of vintage papers and scrapbook papers, and also some magazine papers. And this is that Claire Therese. And here's the notepad if anybody's interested. This is what it looks like. Lastly, I have these two bigger ones. This one is a fabric one, and this one is like a cardboard type. And these measure almost the same. Almost 6 inches by almost 7 inches. This one is a little bit shorter at 6.5. So here's how they look next to each other. I'll start with this one. This one has the prettiest dangle, I thought. It has Christmas wreath, a little bell, a jingle bell. So it's super Christmassy, and the cover is obviously very traditional. This one has 5 signatures, and the inside is lined with paper. The outside is fabric. It has this fabric pocket in the front, and then it lays flat. And it just has a bunch of pretty papers in it. So I'll just give you a quick flip through that. For the bigger ones, I used another pad, Claire Therese, kind of Christmas foresty paper pad. This one is vintage. Christmas songs. So this one is super Christmassy. This is coffee dyed paper. I added this flip out envelope, but I put it there with washi tape so you can move it if you'd like. This one obviously has a bigger selection of papers compared to the smaller ones. Has an envelope here, vintage paper, scrapbooking paper. That red truck is cool. Flip outs. So that's the red Christmas tree one. And lastly, I have this one, which also has 5 signatures. This one doesn't have as big of a dangle, but it has book corners and also a tight closure through a little eyelet there. So this one is also lined with paper on the inside. It has kind of the same mix, but this one I tried to keep a little bit more woodsy and more like foresty instead of super Christmassy like the red one, just in case the traditional colors are not super, you're not super into that. And I also left the cover blank if you want to add a pocket or anything like that here, or customize this however you would like. So that's that. This is a plain book page. Here you can see this one has this little fold out. You can see some of that woodsy paper there. This is from the Edith Holden book, and it's the a December poem. So keeping with the theme with that, I put a couple flip outs on these, but I didn't customize it too much, just in case you want to do, you know, you just make it your own. Here I put some recipe pages. This is also from the Edith Holden book, so that's a holly there. This is from that Christmas program. It has Christmas music on it. Look out. Recipe pages. This one flips. You can glue it here and make it into a pocket, or you can just use it as hidden journaling space. And that's the end of that one. And I will have all the details in the description box of how you can get them. Oh, the last thing with this one. Actually, I made this kind of like a book page. So you can either let it dangle at the bottom, but also you can move it to whatever signature or whatever page you're working on. So you can put it there, or you can let it dangle out the top. And the ribbon is not permanent, so you can switch it out for another ribbon if you like. So that is the collection. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And also, last thing, each one comes with a little pack of ephemera. They're all pretty similar. The two bigger journals do come with a little bit extra. So they all come with this little bag, and they all come with one of these. I made kind of like a tear apart little notepad of scraps that you can make collages or do whatever you want with them. And so they all come with this right here. But the bigger ones do come with a little extra, a few little extra things. So this journaling card with some stitching detail, just little things that you can use however you would like. Yeah, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.